Hello everyone, another quick update here on this system build out. So far where I'm at is I've got the one controller up and running, and I've been running it for probably 28 hours now. I know it says 1939 on the thing, but that's because I reset it at some point, I think last night in the dark. Either way. But as it stands right now, I've got the one controller running, I've got the inverter on. It's not tied to the building, it's still off right here, but I've got a little bug zapper plugged in the front just as a dummy load to see how it's going to work. And so far, everything has held up just fine. I'm bringing 1.8 amps in off the solar panels on controller 1 here. God, I cannot talk today. Next step is waiting on the PV wire, which should hopefully be here by Saturday, it's looking like. So we'll get the PV wire in, we'll get panels 2 and 3 hooked up, and then we should be at full capacity on the solar side on this bad boy. The next step is upgrading the battery side of things. Right now, I'm running two 12-volt batteries in series, so it's 24 volt, which means even though it's two batteries, I've only got one down there. So every time I buy two batteries and add to the system, it's going to add more and more amperage and power time to the circuit, which is what we're looking for. Next step is figuring out what to do with the load outs on these. I can set them for timers, I can do it based on battery level, solar load. There's a whole bunch of different options I can do with that, and I feel like if I put some kind of relays in there or something, we can really work on controlling the power flow through this facility a lot better. Maybe even have these power the computers through the loads off of these instead of through the big inverter, because the computers will be DC. Shoo, I just realized my power supplies are 12 volt input, not 24 volt input. So it looks like we're going to need a transformer. Anyways, if you have any suggestions on this build, I'm not a solar guy, all right? I'm really not. This part of the problem I've been having is I didn't understand solar panels the way I should have. I've been dealing with generators for so long, and you know, rotational generators are completely different from solar generators in the way they work. So it's been a learning experience, that's for sure. But if you have any suggestions on what I should do here, any changes, I am going to need to upgrade as time goes on. But as you know, green is always an issue. And so I'm building this with what I can, with what I got. A lot of it's junk parts, recycled parts. Like I said, the server cabinet came from the dump. Somebody threw that thing out, and there's nothing wrong with it other than it's missing a couple panels off of it, which I didn't want anyway. So it works out. These came off of AliExpress, then everything else is pretty much Home Depot or other hardware stores for the electrical and the conduit and all that. But anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. I've still got to move the 12 volt system over. There's some other upgrades, and I've got to get ready for the power plant move, which is going to be happening next. And I will bring you in step by step on that build and the rest of the property here, because it's pretty insane. I know a lot of people are going to look at me like, why the fuck are you building it like that? That is not how you do things. Yeah, I get that. I would love to do things the right way, or a more proper way with proper equipment, but guess what? Can't afford it. So we do what we can with what we got, and it works, and then we'll go from there. Either way, appreciate you hanging out. Catch you on the next one. Have a good one, y'all.
Click, listen, enjoy.